Ever wondered why your favorite book pages separate from the spine? It's a heartbreaking moment for any book lover to see the pages of a beloved tome come loose from their binding. And yet, it's a common occurrence, even with books that are handled with the utmost care. Meanwhile, library books, which pass through countless hands over many years, seem to endure without a hitch. How is this possible? The answer lies in a little-known process known as library binding. Library binding is a technique that differs significantly from how books are typically assembled for commercial sale. In standard book manufacturing, pages are grouped together in blocks or signatures, composed of folded sheets. These blocks are glued together and the folded end is cut, resulting in each page being glued to the spine. This is known as perfect binding. Library binding, on the other hand, involves sewing the pages together, creating a stronger bond than adhesive alone. While some retail books are also sewn, this is just one part of the comprehensive library binding process. To qualify as library bound, a book must meet stringent standards set by the American National Standards Institute, the National Information Standards Organization, and the Library Binding Committee. This protocol is known as the ANSI/NISO/LBC Z39 78 2000 R 2018 Standard for Library Binding, or simply the Standard. The standard's requirements are comprehensive and specific. The sewing process, for instance, must be executed to exact specifications. Often, a durable cloth material known as buckram is used for the cover due to its resistance to water, mildew, and scratches. Some books can be ordered according to the standard, while others can be sent to a certified library binder for reinforcement, ensuring they can withstand the rigors of library borrowing. This standard was born in the 1920s when educators and librarians noticed that books weren't sturdy enough for educational settings. By 1935, library binding had branched off from the publishing world, likely to protect the standard from cost-cutting publishers. That's because cost is a significant factor in why all books don't adhere to the standard. Library binding is more expensive, and publishers aim to keep production costs low. While libraries might pay more upfront, the investment pays off in the long run as their books need replacing less frequently. There's no widespread data on what proportion of library books are bound to the standard or how accessible these books are. Companies like Scholastic offer library-bound copies of many titles via their teachers' sales portal. Some vendors may offer binding with more durable materials without strictly adhering to the standard. Would everyday book buyers opt for library editions if they were more readily available? Unlikely. Paperbacks, which are less sturdy than hardcovers, account for approximately 80% of all book sales. It seems doubtful that consumers would choose pricier editions, given that privately owned books don't endure the same level of handling as textbooks or library titles. The unfortunate outcome is that one day, a cherished book may fall apart in your hands. But take heart, perhaps your local library will have a robust, library-bound copy waiting for you to enjoy.